On Saturday night, December 15th, 2018, Saul El Canelo Alvarez faced Rocky Fielding for the WBA World Super Middleweight title. In that fight, Saul Alvarez knocked out Rocky Fielding in 3 rounds. Immediately following the bout, boxing fans called the victory a farce and were clamoring for Canelo Alvarez, who moved up to super middleweight, to face the quote-unquote real WBA champion in the division, Callum Smith. Fast forward to last Saturday, November 23rd, Smith met 31-year-old John Ryder, who had a record of 27 wins, 5 losses, and 0 draws. And in a lot of people's eyes, Callum Smith dropped that fight to John Ryder in 12 rounds. The judges saw the fight completely different though, scoring it 117-111, 116-112 twice for 29-year-old WBA World Super Middleweight Champion, 29-year-old Callum Mundo Smith. Question is, do fans still want to see Callum Smith versus Saul Alvarez after his lackluster performance versus John Ryder? Since Saul Alvarez defeated Rocky Fielding on December 15, 2018 to win the WBA World Super Middleweight title, he's gone back down to middleweight, got a unanimous decision victory over Daniel the Miracle Man Jacobs, and has gone up to light heavyweight and knocked out Sergey Kovalev in that division. This year, Callum Smith knocked out Hassan Ndan at Madison Square Garden in New York on June 1st and had the very controversial victory over John Ryder this past week in the Echo Arena in Liverpool. Going into the bout this past weekend, there was a lot of fans riding on Callum Smith's shoulders because UK fans are hardcore fight fans that are smart when it comes to the sport. They saw that on November 9th, another one of their boys, Billy Joe Saunders, put on a pitiful performance against Marcelo Cosares in Los Angeles, and they knew following that performance that Alvarez is more than likely going to steamroll Billy Joe Saunders if they meet. So in my eyes, that fight, Saunders versus Alvarez, is not one that the UK fans will be clamoring for anymore. In my eyes, the UK fans know that fight's dead. So there was a lot of fans backing Smith to look good against Ryder this past weekend. He did not. And I believe the same fans that had their hopes high for the WBA World Super Middleweight Champion, who also, by the way, is the WBC Diamond Super Middleweight Champion, have also given up on Saul Alvarez versus Callum Smith. I'm not saying that they feel that the fight's not going to happen. I'm saying that I know that they feel if the fight does happen, Saul Alvarez is going to steamroll their boy just like he would steamroll Billy Joe Saunders. For a very long time, Saunders has been calling out Alvarez, and Smith, after he beat John Ryder this past weekend, said he's also interested in fighting Saul in 2020. And guess who's also showing interest in those fights happening? Eddie Reynoso, Saul Alvarez's trainer. In both post Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith victories, Reynoso had some pretty slick things to say on Twitter about both guys. Reynoso feels that Alvarez at this point in his career beats both guys as well. And if he were to beat either one of those two guys, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, I don't think Alvarez would get any credit. At least not from the majority of the media. Canelo Alvarez fans would love it, and I also think that UK fans would help fill out an arena at such an event. But at the end, they would be, hey, look who he beat. That's not Artur Beterbiev, who we all want him to face.